Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to use Moomoo, a full breakdown tutorial on how to use it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, make sure you guys ask them down in the comments. And guys, if you guys want to sign up with Moomoo, you guys get a ton of free stocks by using my link. So I'll put that down below so you guys can use it. So now roll the intro. Let's jump into it. Come on. Alrighty guys, so once we get Moomoo loaded up here, we'll have a whole bunch of menu tabs over on this left-hand side. Now this is how you can kind of navigate through Moomoo. This is how you can find stocks to buy, find stocks to sell. This is how you can analyze stock. In this first tab, the Me tab, is pretty much all of the stuff in your portfolio. So if you have any stocks here, they'll pop up down here. If you want to deposit, withdraw any money, your statement, a currency exchange, you can go ahead and do that. Not to mention, one thing that I personally love is this P&L chart based on the calendar. So you can look at it and see what days you perform better. Look at, historically, if that's just say you're a day trader, maybe Mondays and Fridays are a little bit better days. And you may notice that, which is really cool. Not to mention, over on the right-hand side here, if you have any stocks on watch, you can keep this over here so you can kind of get a good idea of what's going on with some stocks. And if you're going through certain menu tabs, you don't want to lose this, and you want to be able to keep these on watch here, which is really, really cool, and something that I definitely think that has a little edge over sites like TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, all of that stuff. So as we continue to scroll down here, this next tab is the Watchlist tab. So this is kind of how you analyze stock. Now, it may look overcomplicated, but if I compare it to Thinkorswim, it's very, very easy to use. So you may notice the first thing down here are these little buttons, right? These are dividends or quarterly reports. You'll find them down on the bottom here. Now, to actually change like the time frame that you're looking at the stock is very simple. You can either go ahead and go scroll it like here, or you can go up to the top here and you can change it this way, where if that's a day traders, they like the daily or the 5-day chart. So we'll go ahead and click that. If you want to change, let's just say if you want the hourly chart, anything you want, you can change up on here for the time frame. Very, very easy, nothing overcomplicated. Not to mention, guys, if you wanted to change the display tab, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is click this display, or you can click this gear icon, whatever works well for you, and you can change all of that stuff. Whether it's the color for the indicators, whether it's anything, the y-axis, anything you can change on here, which is very, very easy, not overcomplicated, just up on this right-hand side. Now, the next thing is over on the right-hand side, you may notice these little buttons over here. So this is going to be how you can kind of draw out trends, maybe write out support and resistance, all that stuff. So if you click this little pointing down arrow, this is all the drawing tools that you can have. So the horizontal line is to draw out a horizontal line. So for me, I use stuff like this for like support and resistance, and then something along the lines of a line segment I will most likely use for just drawing out, that's just a general trend like such. If we continue to scroll down, they have vertical lines, the rays, another line, horizontal line. So the difference between the two is the horizontal line goes through the entire chart. So once we click it, it pops across the whole chart. Well, this is just kind of broken down by that little piece and segment there. So now obviously to get rid of them, you can either left click, or you can just click the delete tab on your keyboard, which I am doing. So the next thing here is they have a whole bunch of other certain tools that you need. So if you want to draw out, any like patterns or pattern recognition, you can do that on that tab here. And if you wanted that, just say write out stuff. So if you wanted to write resistance at, let's just say 1172, so then you can go ahead and just bring that up here, so you can do it that way. Whatever works well for you. Drawing it out makes it very, very simple, but some people like to do some noting on their charts. Now, you may notice that I do have some studies down here on the bottom. So we have some moving average lines that are going through the chart. We have an RSI line, and those are really the only two that I personally use on a daily basis for day trading. So to add the RSI, it's very simple. You don't have to go ahead and find it like TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim. All you got to do is just click RSI. And it pops up just like that. And obviously to change the color, you're going to want to go to this gear icon and indicator management right there. Now to change or add a moving average line, all you click is moving average, boom, and they'll pop up. If you want an EMA line, any indicator they have, you can go ahead and find them on the bottom there. Now, as we continue to go through here, this is going to be kind of how you find or how you add stocks or any stocks on your watch list will come across in the markets. So you can see all the US stocks that are moving, all of these. And to change it, all you got to do is just if you wanted to look at, the more popular stocks, you can go ahead and do that. And that's kind of what I do as a day trader is to find those, is to just go through here on the US and click the down arrow on the change. And then if you double click it, it'll take you all the way back to the watch list right here where you can analyze the chart, which makes it very, very easy to use. It's not overcomplicated. So just looking at it right now, we could possibly have some support right here at about $3.46, resistance at about $4.20. Right now we have that general sell-off. So if history, repeats itself, we could have just a general downward trend and possibly a wedge forming, which could give some sort of indication that there could be a move. And all I did to find that stock was to go to here and to look at stocks that have a great percent change. And they do have a 5-minute ranking. So any stocks that are moving for that 5-minute period, you can find them, which is a great way to find stock. Now, as we continue to go through them, obviously there's a whole bunch of other ones where we won't go through them all just because it'll take forever. So as we continue to move down, you'll have this Explore tab. So this Explore tab is actually going to be how you can find stocks for the day. So what I always like to do is to make a scanner. So if you wanted that, just say a market cap of less than a billion shares outstanding. You can do float on the stock, price to earnings. If you have a certain stock price you want, you can go ahead and add that. And the biggest thing that I find very, very cool is you can save it as a strategy. So you can have that for future reference. So if you wanted that, just say any of them, you can go ahead, save them, and then use them again, which is really, really cool. So if you wanted new highs, volume percent, all of these percent change, pre-post market, which I find very, very cool. Because if you're looking at pre-market stocks over, let's just say 2%, boom, you can instantly get a good sense of direction of some stocks that are moving pre-market, which are great indications for that trading day for possible trades. Now, the next one here is the portfolio tab. Don't really use this, to be completely honest. The reason why is because this is more like a group of people. And when I come on to Moomoo, I find it very cool for beginners to kind of see what other people are doing. But for somebody that kind of has a good idea of what's going on, I really won't use this too much. All right, the next one here is probably the more popular one that you will use. Now, this is going to be creating a trading platform, right, to buy and sell stock. Because before we more talked about how to find them, how to analyze them, but the next step is how do you buy them? So we'll start from scratch. So once you get it loaded up, this is going to be all of the ones that you guys can choose from. So if you wanted to just use one that they already have, all you got to do is click it, pops right up, and you can obviously move these around. So you can, change them. I don't really use these too much, but what I would do is to keep these over on the right hand side right here, and then what you do is make it a little easier to add more charts, because all of this stuff's actually very, very important for day trading. But I find this a little too much. So what I would do is just kind of go like this, And then what's cool is once you get this loaded up, it's the same chart as the Watchlist tab for analyzing the stock. So you just have to go through, and this is a watch list. We'll talk about that shortly. And then the day, minute, whatever stock you want, that just pull up Apple, AAPL, and we'll just leave that up. Okay. So you may notice that you can actually buy and sell Apple, but how can you add them? For a watch list, all you got to do is click add to watch list. Boom. Whatever watch list you want, will pop up there. Right here is a create an alert tab. So if you wanted to create an alert at a certain price, this is where you go for that. Very, very simple, not overcomplicated, just that little bell icon. As we continue to kind of look at this stock, how do you unlock the trade? Well, there is a special code that you will make for unlocking a trade. So for me, I won't tell you my code just because I don't want people to get in. But if you forgot it, you can do that. And once you unlock it, you can unlock it for the entire trading session, so you don't have to constantly do it, which is very, 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 very cool. So we're just trying to make it. We won't need that. So something like that. And obviously, if you wanted to go ahead and delete them, all you got to do is exit off. And then how to add more stuff is you click this display toolbox, and it will pop up with more stuff. So if you want more charts, boom. All you got to do is click charts, and then you can put them in here, and then you can obviously change the time frame for a time frame that maybe you want the weekly chart up so you have a good idea of the stock for that week. And you can go ahead and obviously change these. You can move these around, make them bigger, smaller. This is just understanding all of these tools. And if you have, securities, you can have orders, history, sell today, all of these, which is really, really cool. And if we continue to look at the AI monitor, if you have any stocks on the watch list, this AI monitor will tell you when it's getting bought up, when it's getting sold off, so you can kind of have a good understanding of what's going on with those stock. And what's cool is they will send a alert to your phone, so if you're away from your computer, you'll still kind of know what's going on with those stocks. And all you do is the AI monitor there. So now, how do you add stocks to your watch list? So for me, all I do is click this little button up here. Sorry, I go to import file and then add stock. So Apple, AAPL, boom, double click, add to group, or you can click add stock, TSLA, if you want a Tesla in there. Then you import those two, boom, it'll pop up there. You go back to trade, and then they're right here. Now, that's one thing I wish they could improve on, is to make this a little easier, where maybe you could kind of have a search setting already in so you don't have to click back and forth, which would be very, very nice to do. And obviously, they have more display modes, so if you wanted to change them with all the stuff that they have, you can do that right here. So for me, I like it kind of like this. I don't like it overcomplicated. Very easy, not stressed or anything like that. So now, how do you link all the charts? Because if you get too many, you want to separate the charts. You just want to make sure that they're linked on this group settings to one. So you can see they're all linked to one right here. One, and then this one here, one. Just like that. So now, when we click Apple or Tesla, they come across them both, which is very simple. The next step, as we continue to move down, is the news tab. So the news tab is very simple. It combines all of these popular sites that offer news outlets and puts them right here, which is cool. The next one is the messages. So if you're looking to talk to people on the portfolios, you can do it here. The Moomoo tab, don't really use, to be honest with you. I guess there's some courses on there and stuff. The next one is the most popular one for beginners. Paper trading. This is how you guys can paper trade on Moomoo. It's very, very simple, not overcomplicated, and all of those stocks that we added in the watch list are right here. So if we wanted to buy them, boom, confirm, order submitted. I'm sure it will get placed Monday. And that's the coolest thing with Moomoo, is going to be that paper trading account. Paper trading is pretty much using simulated money to find stocks, to work on strategies, and to start building confidence with day trading, guys. But that's pretty much how you guys can use Moomoo to execute for day trading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, make sure you ask them down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, everyone. So that is it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. We will see you guys later in tomorrow's lesson or episode. We'll see you later. Take care, everyone.